Hi, and welcome to the second part in this presentation about ImageVault 4. My name is Torbjörn Nilsson and I work as Partner Manager here at Merryworks for ImageVault. What we're going to focus the most on in the second part of the presentation is the actual integration towards EPiServer 7. I'm going to show you some different properties. I'm going to show you a block where we are using ImageVault. I'm going to show you an example of how a slider could work with a media item list with ImageVault. I'm also going to show you an example of a public portfolio that we have built. I'm going to show you how to work with a free text editor and also a media item block that we have built. Right now we are logged into our demo site. Our demo site is called Vaultopia and it's built with EPiServer 7 and ImageVault 4. If you want access to this demo environment, you can contact your EPiServer partner, or you can contact us at Merryworks and we will supply you with the credentials to access this. If you want to access ImageVault from within EPiServer CMS when you are logged in, you simply press up here, and once ImageVault is installed, you will find it up here as an add-on. If you press here, we will see the black user interface that we focused on in the first part of this presentation. Right now we are going to focus on the integration towards EPiServer 7. So we're going to go to CMS and then we go to the edit view. So in this case we're going to start off by showing how you can use ImageVault in the block. So down here we got some different blocks and we want to edit this one. We want to change the file. So I'm pressing here and selecting edit. What we can see down here is the media item property. This is the integration of ImageVault in EPiServer 7. And what we want to do is we want to replace the file. So I'm selecting remove file. And then I got some different choices. I can either select the plus sign here, insert a new file, or I can go to this folder. In this folder, I can search for all the information, all the files that are located within ImageVault. And I can use the free text search and I can use the categories as well. So for instance, in this case, I'm searching for Torbjörn, which is a photographer. And I can here see all the files that have the metadata value Torbjörn. I'm selecting one of the files that I want to use. I'm simply dragging and dropping it here. And in this case, I would also like to make some adjustments. So I'm pressing edit file. Here we can see that an area has been highlighted of the file. And this is because we have in this particular block a condition. Width and height 218 times 138. And that's the dimension of this highlighted area. So what I'm going to do is that I can either drag this area and I can also zoom in on the object. So in this case, I would like the top of this tower. So I'm selecting it and I'm pressing OK. Once I'm done, I can see the adjustments here and I would like to see how it looks on the web page. So I'm pressing publish the changes and go back to the site. And down here we can see the new result. And this The next thing in our demo environment here on Vaultopia is a basic slider. And it can be found on packages. So what we can see here is a slider that is built with the help of ImageVault in EPiServer. So we got some different files, smaller version up here and larger version up here. What we want to do now is that we want to make some adjustments in this slider. So I'm pressing the Forms Editing menu. Then we go to Content. And what we can see down here is the slideshow. And this is the property media item list, where we can see all the files in this slider. What we can do as an editor here is very easy to deselect files that we don't want to include, like that. We can also change the order if we would like, to just take a file and move it. like that. And if we would like, we can also add single files or multiple files. In this case, I'm going to press the plus sign. And we can now see that we are back in the black user interface of ImageVault. I'm selecting a file and I'm pressing insert. So what we have done is that we have removed some files, we have changed the order for the start in the slider, and we have also added a new file. So we're going to publish that. And what we can see down here is that we have a new order in the slideshow, and we also have the new file that we added. Next up is the public portfolio. The public portfolio can be found on Inspiration. Here we can see all the files that we are currently displaying for the public. I'm going to go to the preview mode. And if I hover over the images, I can see that I can make a larger version of the file to enlarge it. I can also press the eye icon down on the right. By doing that, I can see some information about the file. And this is metadata from the file that we extract with the help of ImageVault. What we are doing here is that we are selecting a particular vault. So all the files that are located in a specific vault are shown here automatically. So I'm going to press Forms Editing mode. And here we can see that we are listing all the media from a specific vault. In this case, Vaultopia Inspiration. One out of 3 vaults that we can access. So if we go back to the black user interface of ImageVault 4 and select Vaultopia Inspiration, we can see that these are the files that are located in the public portfolio. The things that I have shown so far are different kinds of properties. The properties can be built by any EPiServer partner and can be highly customized according to your needs. The next thing that I want to show is the free text editor, and this is something that you can use if you don't have a property. In this case, I want to add a file to this text, so I'm pressing this, and here is the place that I want to insert the file. Here we got the ImageVault icon, which I'm using to access ImageVault, and I'm just going to select one of the files here to insert. I'm selecting it and I'm pressing insert, and here I get the choice to select one of the different predefined conversion formats. In this case, I'm going to go for the size for standard web page. The difference is in the properties that I've shown you before. This is already taken care of by the property, and in the free text editor you have to decide for yourself which predefined format that you want to use. If you would like, you can make some adjustments with this also. So you select the file and you press this, the ImageVault editor. Here we don't have any set conditions, so you are free to move the area, and you can also zoom if you would like. And let's look on the result. The final thing that I'm going to show in this demo is the media item block. The media item block can be found down here, and it's a block that is reserved only for media, so we don't have any text here. What we're going to do now is that we're going to go to the toggle asset panel, and we're going to locate a file. We can do it by search, with free text search, the categories. In this case, I'm just going to grab a file here, drag it here, and we can see it in place. As we can see, some of the top in this globe has been cut out, and we want to adjust that. So I'm going to press the file. Once again, I'm going to move the area of focus, and I'm also going to do some zooming. When I'm done, I'm simply pressing OK. We got a new version of the file, and we're going to publish that. And as in all cases with the properties, the original file gets converted according to the settings in the different properties.